What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Vidiots podcast episode.
I don't understand.
She doesn't understand.
Episode 24. I was trying to see what I wrote there. 24. 24. And Chris is eating pizza.
I'm eating little pizzas. They're tiny.
They're tiny pizzas. So if you hear munching, blame him.
It's all me.
It's all him. So let's hop right into this. What have you been up to if it's not obvious?
Zelda and Iron Fist. I've been taking up my time.
Okay.
And Electra and X Factor.
Okay. For me, Zelda. And I've been rewatching Phineas and Ferb from start to finish. So there's that. I'm not rewatching it with Sebby. That's my excuse. Because he likes it.
Know that?
He laughs at it. He dances to the music.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. He also dances to the Friends theme song. Too, because Morgan's watching that.
Oh, God.
So the last time it came on, he's sitting there dancing. But,
It froze. Oh.
we're good. Okay, well.
We gotta talk about Zelda. Your progress.
Well, we're kind of both in the same... Well, not
no,
the same
you
spot.
talk about your progress.
Story-wise, we're both in the same spot.
There's no story. It's all in the past.
Story-wise, we're both in the same spot.
The story is you go kill Ganon. You gotta prepare. That's the story.
Basically. So, I've collected all the memories. I've done all the divine beasts. And I'm in the process of doing all the shrines to... Well, I'm in the process of doing all the shrines before I go fight Ganon. I'm at... What did we stop at? I think I was at 86.
Something like that.
Like 86 shrines. So there's still a decent chunk of stuff to go for me. But knowing myself, I might just max out my heart and then go beat Ganon and then go back and finish the shrines because I really don't care about stamina.
No, man.
So...
No.
Yes.
You want the reward. When you do all 120. No, you get something.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Well, you want to borrow my map now? I'll be done it on Monday.
The whole game.
No, I'll be finished with the shrines.
Oh.
Should be. I only got 4 more shrines. I maxed out my hearts.
Right. So that's all it's up to stamina.
But I was focusing on getting that ancient armor. Because I'm scared of the Guardians. I'm scared to go to Hyrule Castle to get that last memory.
I have one more Guardian armor to get.
And I was mad because I didn't have enough gears.
Oh.
So I went to that labyrinth and fought my first Guardian. I realized the Master Sword actually was a good weapon against him. And it wasn't so bad. I've been doing perfect dodges pretty good. So I thought, oh, these Guardians aren't that bad. But then when I would go to Hyrule Castle, they were pretty bad.
You got
they were
kind of
driving me nuts. In there.
Flying ones. And...
So I managed to get some gears.
You're taking pictures of all of them?
Mm-hmm. I managed to get enough gears to level up my ancient... I bought an ancient helm, ancient pants. Greaves, they're called.
Greaves.
I just need star fragments to upgrade them to the max. Which I got 1 today. Try to get another one, but... But I did manage to go to Hyrule Castle. That was a pain in the butt. I kind of dashed through there pretty quickly. But got that last memory. And then ran out of there.
Did you read her diary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm preparing myself for the final battle, and I'm almost there. I looked up online how to get the dragon horns.
The shield.
Dragon horns easily. I found a video that were upgraded my champion tunic all the way to 32. So once I level up the helm and the greaves, I'll be set. And I bought an ancient bow.
You're gonna look funny. With the helm and Guardian tunic.
Well, those are the best things
and
to get to wear.
You can't see Link's face with the helmet, can you?
You can see his eyes, sort of.
So if he's like, during the cutscene, if he's wearing that, you're not going to see any facial expressions of his.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm not going to worry about side quests until I got beat.
Yeah, I won't. I've done a few.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
I have left.
You don't really get too much for
money.
it. Yeah.
But if we want to do that completion rate.
Well, the Korok seeds. Good luck with that if you plan on getting all 900 of those.
I have a map.
Yeah, but did you see what you get for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a piece of poop. Literally.
That's Nintendo.
Yeah, I know.
Or a Zelda game.
Not even just Zelda. Remember your 120%? 120 reward in Mario Sunshine?
What was the reward now?
A postcard.
Oh, and
it was that the end.
Sunglasses.
No, you always got the sunglasses.
I thought that was the...
No, it's the shirt.
Yeah.
But the different ending is a postcard that says the end. That's it.
Yeah, I know. And then Ocarina when you got all the Skulltulas.
Unlimited money.
It wasn't unlimited money. You just gotta go rupee.
You can keep going back to them.
Oh, really?
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But at that point in the game, you really don't need it because you're done.
Yeah.
So
that was the worst of the worst.
I only did... Anytime I replay that game, I've gotten all of them once.
No, I get them all.
But
I get them all.
All 100?
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go back to play, I always only get 50 just to get the heart piece.
Yeah, you get good stuff to 50. Don't you get anything past that?
No.
Oh.
No, you get nothing past that until you hit 100. Remember, because there's the 5 kids and then there's the main guy. Yeah.
Are they kids? Are they his kids?
Yeah. I think they say that.
I don't remember.
I'm still really enjoying it. Like, I'm not getting bored at all with it.
No.
Like, 'cause I was kind of hesitant. I was like, oh man, it's this big open world. Going trying to find this stuff, I'm going to get bored because there's not going to be much to do. But now
get bored.
Because there's some open world games that you can just kind of like, this is boring to travel through. It depends what you're doing in Grand Theft Auto. If I play it, then just stuff happens all over the place. But that's all I got on Zelda for now. Until maybe by next time I'll have it beat. At least the final boss beat.
Yeah.
I heard the ending's kind of but I haven't heard, like, I don't know what it is or anything. I just, okay. News. As far as gaming news goes, Super Mario Run was released on Android, I think this past Thursday. So you Android people who haven't had a chance to play it, if you even want to, now's your chance. The iOS version had a 2.0 update, which added some tweaks here and there and added quote-unquote new characters, which is really just different colored Yoshis, which is stupid.
I told you, didn't I?
But whatever.
I didn't think it'd be that bad, though.
So stupid. So there's that. I mean, granted, whatever color Yoshi you pick, you actually are able to obtain more toads of that color. So if you're trying to get everything, then that's a good way to do it, I guess. But if as someone like me who already unlocked all the characters, I don't need to get any more toads. So I'm good. There was no eShop game this week.
No Virtual Console.
Virtual Console game this week.
On the Wii U.
Odd.
Maybe I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Maybe they're gearing up for Switch. Maybe they're gearing up for the Switch Virtual Console. Please. Please. It's so strange that they don't have that on there.
Told you they weren't prepared for this.
Well, they had to have been because they released it.
They don't have anything on there.
Besides
Netflix, no nothing.
Well, we knew Netflix wasn't coming because I think they're still working out deals.
Wii U.
Deals for this. They have to do deals for different consoles, Chris. They can't just...
Why are you talking about Wii U for?
Did I say Wii U?
Yes.
Oh, Switch. Whatever, Switch. That's what I meant.
Well, that stuff should be taken care of before a console comes out.
Granted,
all your features should be ready.
Yes.
Like Street Fighter 5 all over again. Most unfinished game ever created.
No.
Gives them an excuse to update it. Stupid.
I don't know. Was it the most unfinished? I'm sure
Street
there's
Fighter
something
5?
else. No. Superman 64.
No, that don't you understand what I mean?
Yes, I understand what you mean. Splatoon
Modes
was
and
like
features.
that. Splatoon was like that when that first came out.
They never added that feature in, did they? The local multiplayer thing.
Hopefully Splatoon 2 does better with that.
You would think, and they say...
You would think. I just keep hearing stuff about online.
Oh, gee.
So we'll see. We'll see. I can't really think of anything else.
I don't have any news at all.
There's a new Justice League trailer.
Who cares?
I didn't watch it.
I got nothing, man. I got absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, reviews. I got nothing. I really didn't watch any movies.
I've been watching Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Before it came out, it was getting terrible reviews. Mm-hmm. I didn't read what they were. Why? But I wouldn't say it's terrible. It's different from the other Netflix shows.
I think
I heard. It's not like I want to sit down. It's not like I can't stop watching it. Like the other, like Daredevil and Jessica Jones, where I can watch like 5 in a row. This one, I'm just like, okay, well, I like the characters, just don't. The story just isn't like.
One of the reviews I read, the headline was about the character, like the Iron Fist character was not like something about him.
I'll be honest, I actually like the business corporate side of the show more so than the kung fu. The Meachums are more interesting than Danny Rand. The Meachum character, the brother and sister and the dad, and their whole family issues and the business part of it. They're really good characters. I think they're really interesting. I mean, they're a terrible family, but it's kind of weird at certain points. And David Wenham. Is it David Wenham? He played Faramir in Lord of the Rings. He plays the dad. Okay. And he's really good. I like him.
All these people should be in Infinity War.
Yeah, you would think. And the brother Ward, his name's Ward. I really like him a lot.
I like Ward in
Marvel. They're actually based on actual characters in the comic. That other Ward is not.
Oh, okay.
Of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're all original characters except for Bobby. But everyone in this, Joy and Ward and Harold, all the Meachums, they were all in the comic. But this show is important because it deals with the hand, which is they were in Daredevil, and I think that's kind of what they're doing in Defenders is finding it's the hand, and they're really big in this show, so kind of gotta watch it.
Is Iron Fist, Defenders, and all that stuff, is that gonna have a big impact on Infinity War, or is it kind of just
this is all street level? This is all street level stuff.
Street level.
Yes, but these are considered the street level heroes. I mean, they don't save the world; they save Hell's Kitchen. They save this little borough of New York. That's what they're doing. Nobody cares.
Like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man he usually gets involved with Daredevil stuff and Punisher stuff. Usually. So you would think they're not going to mention anything in those movies. They never will. Yeah. Unless the shows are done, then they can do whatever they want with the characters because they're not in progress, not being written.
Oh, yeah.
Because they said that's the biggest problem because movies are planned way in advance. TV shows are not.
True. So
they can't put Luke Cage in a movie if he's doing something in the middle of a show. Maybe when the shows are all over, but by that time, I don't know, who knows what phase 4 or whatever it is. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd like to see everyone. Be nice.
Agent Carter can't. She's dead. As of Civil War, she's dead.
Right. But her show was over anyway. It only lasted 2 seasons.
Yeah, there was a lot of people mad about that.
The second season I didn't even really like. I didn't really care for that much. Like when it was over, I was like, okay, I don't need. I wasn't sad that it ended.
Did it end though? Like, did it end on a good spot, or did it?
It didn't end on a cliffhanger.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's good as long as they didn't do that.
But I like the cast. I mean, I do like the guy that plays Danny Rand. Iron Fist.
Curly hair.
Yeah. He doesn't have color in the comic, but doesn't have a beard either.
So what would you give it?
Yeah.
From what you've seen so far?
I'm up to episode I finished 9 today.
Out of
13.
13.
There's any 3 and 10. No, wait. I finished 10 today.
10.
You know what? I might be wrong. Maybe it's 9. I can't remember.
9 or 10.
It can't be 9 because I watched 2. 2, 4, 6. I must have finished 10 today.
Okay.
So I got 3 episodes. What would I give so far? I don't want to wait until it's done.
Okay. That works.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's terrible. I don't find myself completely bored watching it.
As
I said, I like the characters.
Out of all the other Marvel TV shows, where would this rank so far?
This and Luke Cage are at the bottom for me.
Really?
Well, Agent Carter. Well, Agent Carter's at the very bottom. I think I like this a little more than Agent Carter, actually. I don't know.
Okay. What's your favorite TV one?
Oh, Daredevil. Both those seasons are really, really good. Especially season 2, because they had Daredevil or Punisher and Electra in it. Yeah, Daredevil easily.
Followed by?
Jessica Jones.
And then?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I haven't seen Jessica Jones.
That's good. They mentioned her in Iron Fist.
Actually, the only Marvel show that we've really watched is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, they got Runaway. They're working on Runaways and Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger should be interesting. I don't know what channels they're not Netflix shows. I'm not sure what channel. I think one of them might be Hulu. Which I won't be able to see.
Why can't all the Marvel things be one thing?
Yeah, I don't understand why.
Because you got ABC
for
the one
Agents
of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then you got Netflix ones.
Like
and
a teen show. I think it's on one of those channels. Whatever one of those channels is. Yeah, it would have been nice to have.
What, like Teen Nick or something?
No, not like that.
Oh, okay.
Like CW or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
It's all you, dude. Rest of your reviews.
I finished Electra. That actually ended on a cliffhanger. I don't. Well, Larry Hama took over. It wasn't as good. I don't know. I guess the series was canceled before. Because the end of it, because the girl that she took in, well, she got killed. The first issue, Larry Hama, she got killed tragically. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a new writer takes over and immediately kills all the one character, like right away, like 2 pages in. I'm like, oh my gosh. But then she was resurrected by the Hand, the Hand has been in Iron Fist. That's what they do. They resurrect people. Well, she was resurrected evil. Then she was good. Then she was all of a sudden evil again. The last issue. And she was like this mohawk and stuff. And it ended on a cliffhanger. Like, I don't think that was ever followed up on. I tried looking it up. It was never followed up on. I have no idea what happened to Nina. I guess the series was canceled before it happened sometimes, but sometimes they follow up on that stuff later on, but I don't think they ever did. Boo hiss. I finished that and I started reading the X Factor Epic Collection, which is volume 1. X Factor. This was Marvel's way of getting the original X-Men back together, because the original X-Men was Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, Jean Grey, and Angel. I guess they wanted to get them all back together. Problem was Jean Grey has been dead. The most famous comic book death of all time. Phoenix. So they concocted this story where the book starts off with 2 prequel issues. Avengers, I can't remember the number. Avengers 3 something, I think. Or maybe 2 something. I don't know. Some random Avengers book. The Avengers find this cocoon in the bottom of Jamaica Bay, which is where the space shuttle crashed when the Phoenix rose out of the water, which was Jean Grey. They find this cocoon, and then they take it to Reed Richards in Fantastic Four issues. The next issue is Fantastic Four issue. And they realize it's Jean Grey in this cocoon, and she comes out, and, she's been gone for a couple of years.
The whole spaceship thing, isn't that kind of like what happened in the movies?
The cartoon. The movies?
No.
Phoenix, no, they never went into space.
No, it was just a ship.
The cartoon followed it pretty good.
No, in the movies, it was just a ship, wasn't it? That she.
Oh, yeah. You're right. She did kind of go down on a ship.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right. That's right. She was underwater, and then she.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
You're right. That was a slight reference to
the Yeah.
Yeah.
So it turns out that
How did I remember that?
And the Phoenix didn't. She didn't become the Phoenix. The Phoenix became her. Is how it was. She duplicated everything about Jean, and then Jean was put into suspended animation to heal because at the time she was getting bombarded with radiation. She was gonna die. This is why the Phoenix saved her. So the Phoenix itself was not Jean Grey. It was its own thing that took on the Phoenix aspect. I know later some people didn't like that, but it was the only way they could bring Jean Grey back to do this X Factor. She comes back and she's like, well, what happened to the X? Well, at this time, Professor Xavier was in space. He was, I forget what happened. Something happened to him. Some medical problem. And then Magneto took over. But he was leading the New Mutants. So Magneto was living, I guess, at the mansion. But he wasn't involved with the X-Men. So she heard this and she was like, well, and we should form our own team. So her and Angel concoct this cockamamie idea, and then Cyclops joins because he finds out Jean Grey's alive. Well, he's married at this point, has a son. He married Madeline Pryor, which was a clone of Jean Grey. Ironically, nobody knew it at the time.
That's creepy.
They just thought she looked a lot like her. That's all. Well, he rushes, and then she's like, "Well, if you leave, don't come back." And when he leaves, finds out she's still alive. Well, then they come up with this odd idea, which I thought was the weirdest thing. They created this thing called X Factor Investigations, where somebody thinks somebody's a mutant or has a problem with a mutant. They call this hotline number, and they pretend they're these scientists, and they dress in these blue suits to capture these mutants and do tests on them. But then they would dress up in their superhero costumes, and then get the mutant. It's not a very good concept at all. And then they would charge the person. The very first issue was a military guy, and one of his I guess one of those people in his command was a mutant who burned this girl up, and he got mad, and he was one of those people that hates mutants. And he called the number up and told them about this guy. Well, they go in as X Factor, or as whoever. I don't even know if they call themselves that at this point. They go in their superhero costumes, take the guy down, and then they go back to this guy in the X Factor costume. They're like, well, okay, well, we detained the guy, and we're going to charge you $42,000. It's a weird... Okay. It's just this weird front for them to get mutants and train them like Professor Xavier did. That's pretty much all it is. It's a weird idea, but it's not a bad book. I mean, it's the original X-Men, and Beast gets captured, and then this guy gets rid of his furry. He went back to being human again. So they really wanted to go back because he started off as being human. He wasn't furry all the time. He wasn't blue and furry until way later. So I guess they were really trying to be like the original X-Men. So they got him to... I don't know why. I never liked him in human form. I always liked him better as the blue furball. So they got rid of... So when you're at the beginning of the book, in fact, the next issue is an Iron Man annual that they appeared in. That's how that was not included in the Essential X-Men that I have, so that's good. They included a couple issues I don't have. But I just thought it was a bizarre concept. Of course, they can do it because Angel's a millionaire. It's one of those things. There's always a millionaire in all these teams where they can do whatever they want because one of them has a lot of money. Like Tony Stark.
That's how they get around with having all the big stuff.
Yeah.
Being able
Tony
to do all
pays
that.
for it all.
Yeah.
That's how it is in the comic. And Angel's a millionaire, so he has his compound where they go and train these mutants they're gathering up. But Cyclops is scared to tell Jean about that he's married. And Angel's getting on him about it. Like, you need to tell her. He hasn't told her. He's not at this point. He's not the greatest decision maker in the world, Mr. Scott Summers.
I never liked him.
He's got emotional problems. Big time.
I never liked him.
You never liked Cyclops?
Not really.
I
wasn't really sad when he died in the movies.
Although I will say, stupid way.
I will say that he died quick in the movies.
Dumb. That whole thing was dumb. That third one.
Like, he died too soon, I think.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the problems. And off camera, too.
Yeah.
Which is really dumb.
Yeah.
Well, he became bad, and he got worse and worse as time went on. He killed Professor Xavier. He got possessed by the Phoenix.
Oh.
Killed Professor X. Almost went. I think he lost his mind a little bit. He got weird ever since Apocalypse. When Apocalypse merged together. Ever since he was freed of that, he was never the same. Because he cheated on Jean after that. And the affair with Emma Frost, and then they got together, and Jean died. He stayed with Emma Frost. And then they created him and Wolverine had a clash, and they split teams up, and then they became villains. When the Phoenix Force split up into a bunch of them.
Good golly.
Then he was imprisoned after that for a while, and he broke out or something like that. I think he might be dead now. There was a Death of X miniseries recently. I think he died. I don't know.
For now.
I don't read anything past.
For now.
I think Wolverine's coming back.
Surprise.
I hate that so much. That's one thing about comics I hate is they
keep
constantly, unless you have a really good reason to bring this person back, or you were going to do it all along. You were the same writer, and you knew you were going to, and you had this whole plan. But people just willy-nilly. Sometimes they bring people back with no explanation, like a lot of times with the villains. Yeah. And that's even worse. Like the whole thing with Magneto, that was the worst when they brought him back from the dead, even though it wasn't really him. It was some guy pretending to be him that died. I don't think the original writer intended that. Because that was a great storyline. What it was there was this guy called, when X-Men not really rebooted, but in 2001, a new writer came on and he changed the books, and that Xavier opened up the school again to actual students, which they haven't done in years. And one of the new students was a guy named Zorn. He wears a metal cap, metal head, his metal thing he had because his head was a star or something like that. Something bizarre. Well, it turned out this thing was he was Magneto the whole time. He infiltrated the school. It was a shocking reveal. Like, it was awesome. And then he had his cockamamie plan, and then Wolverine decapitated him. It was a great story. Well, then you find out, that wasn't really him. This guy Zorn really was a character named Zorn. He wasn't really Magneto. He pretended to be Magneto and changed his shape to look like Magneto. It was the stupidest freaking explanation I ever heard. Yeah, because they wanted to do House of M, but Magneto was dead. In order for them to do House of M, they had to have Magneto alive. But why didn't they just resurrect him in House of M? Because Scarlet Witch resurrected Hawkeye in that. That would have made a little more sense. Oh no, he was on Genosha the whole time. It wasn't really him. Sorry, that's my Marvel rant for today. Yeah. I just hated that because that was such a great... Yeah. I always liked it was Wolverine that freaking killed him because those two...
Is Magneto and Logan?
No, nobody is. Really.
Professor X is.
Yeah. Why am I telling you? You just have to watch it for yourself.
I know, I need to. What else you got?
That's all the Marvel stuff.
Oh,
I know what I wanted to add.
Reviews and stuff?
I don't have any reviews.
Well, technically you did.
Well, it's been not done.
Okay.
While we're on the subject of Zelda, where do you think Nintendo goes with Zelda after this? Because I almost feel like, how can they even make a game better than this? I don't even think they could.
They could fix some things like the inventory.
Yeah, but what would the game be?
Honestly,
they can't create the same map.
They could do a Majora's Mask thing where it's the same play style and
with a completely different world. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Man, that might be one way to do it.
They're probably going to have to.
But they have so many different environments in this. How can you make it different?
I'm sure they could. I'm sure they could do it.
You know what this game is missing, though? A cemetery. I can't believe they don't have a cemetery in this game. Like, that's like Zelda 1, like, big thing was a cemetery. There's no cemetery in this. Yeah,
that's weird.
Like, I can't believe it got this gigantic world.
Almost every Zelda game has had a cemetery.
I was hoping. Oh, I want to find some cemetery somewhere. But it'd be really cool
one?
with Poes and ghosts. Like, no, there's no cemetery in this.
Wind
game.
Waker had one stone, but
Well,
it wasn't a
that place,
cemetery.
Wind Waker's kind of hard when the whole world's buried underwater.
Yeah.
But
That is weird.
where does it go?
I could see them. I kind of wish there was more enemies in Breath of the Wild. Like more
different styles?
Bring back more enemies. Like there's no
variety. You mean?
Yeah, because like if they're going for Zelda 1, like where's like Iron Knuckles or Redeads or likes or
Yeah.
I kind of wish there was just a little more of those kind of enemies scattered throughout the world rather than the same old Lazaphoses or Moblins. But I'm not complaining. I mean, the enemies are cool, but I was kind of hoping for like some some
They steal your weapon.
Redeads, because I was like, I wonder what
Well,
Redeads would look like in here.
Area. There's no horror theme area. I thought maybe a column mountain or whatever Makala region was going to be like that. It's not. There's no like.
There isn't.
Yeah, that's the one thing I think that's missing.
I think they could easily go off of this.
You think they're going to keep doing open world?
I think they would get flack if they went back.
I don't know how they would go back.
Yeah,
that's quite an undertaking to make games like these.
3D wise, it'd be hard for them to go back to the way Ocarina, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword all were. 2D wise, I can see them sticking to like Link Between Worlds type of thing, where it's still like traditional Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
That can be like, I can see the handheld Zelda games being like your traditional Zelda, while the consoles are kind of like.
The thing is, open world requires a big world. They'd have to create a new world.
Yeah.
Every time.
They started working on this after Skyward Sword, right?
6
I'm
years.
pretty sure.
Skyward Sword came out in 2011.
Okay, so yeah.
I remember that weekend very well.
So they could have easily started working on the next one already.
Well, they can't.
Because between now and then, they could easily release a few more remakes. Like they could easily.
I really think they're gonna do more.
They could easily release Skyward Sword HD now that we know the Joy-Cons are motion controlled.
Yeah, but you'd have to play it like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, it's basically like a Wii and a nunchuck without the tie.
You can't. How can it be portable?
You can do that portable, Chris. The thing has a kickstand that you can set
I
it
know,
up.
but that kind of limits things.
Not every game is going to be.
I don't think they'll do Skyward Sword. Just because of that.
I don't know. I think they will.
I think they will.
I think they will.
I don't think so.
I think they will.
Why?
Because it would be dumb of them to port Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying to do that.
And you're running out of 3D games to remake. Ocarina's done. Majora's Mask is done.
Not really. They're not HD.
Remake-wise, they're done.
They can do an HD version of those.
Remake-wise, they're done.
They can do
Wind Waker's done. Twilight Princess is done.
They can do a 2-pack.
Okay, well, they surprise us all, and they'll, like, remake Four Sword Adventures HD.
Stupid.
No, I don't know. I can just see... I kind of hope they go off of Breath of the Wild and kind of...
Well, yeah, I don't even want to play another old-style game. To be honest with you,
I wouldn't mind it, but...
I don't. I would be angry if they ever did. I could see maybe doing an open world with more dungeons.
That's what I was going to say. I would like a little more traditional dungeons. And maybe
like in each region.
Bring back some traditional items.
Yeah.
Like hook shots and
maybe
stuff.
Maybe
like
make it more traditional Zelda.
But keep the open world style like Breath of the Wild. Right. Like, I'm not going to lie. I kind of miss having like hook shots and...
I don't miss that.
And other kind of items. I mean, I know you can get the boomerang.
Going under the water, that's another thing they am doing this. There's no underwater stuff.
No.
No water temple, thank goodness.
Next
you go up waterfalls, you don't go down into the water.
What else are they kind of missing from other Zelda games? I think that's pretty much... It's weird because I think Breath of the Wild is kind of a step back in storytelling compared to like Skyward Sword.
They didn't know how to do it.
True, because of it being open world, you're kind of like...
How do you do that?
Yeah.
Parts of a store... That was the only way they could do it.
I mean, I'm sure they could make it work, but...
I don't mind it. To be honest.
What if they made it kind of like...
I just wish it was... I had really hoped that this was Link from Ocarina. That's what I really wanted this to be.
I don't think it is.
It's not. I'm saying, I'm disappointed that it isn't. I wish they would do that more often.
There was kind of hints that it was, direct, which is weird. Because during the one trailer, you get the Deku Tree saying, "You don't remember me, do you?" That's kind of me thinking like...
they were making you think. And I was excited about that, because they don't ever do that. They don't ever do direct connections. Rarely do they do direct.
Sometimes, yeah.
But not in a big way like this could have been. Same thing with Link Between Worlds. I was disappointed. Like, I thought it was connected to Majora's Mask because of all the mask stuff they did at one point.
That's not in the same timeline, though.
Well, we didn't know that at the time when I was playing it. I was hoping that
we did because it was 100 years after A Link to the Past. We knew that before. So what? A Link to the Past is in another timeline. I just thought
it was going to be connected somehow to that. I was really hoping, and I was so disappointed.
Some people
they don't ever do that. They don't ever like have a direct.
I know when Breath of the Wild was first coming out, some people thought it was a game that was tying all three timelines back together. I'm like, no, that's not happening.
Nintendo's not into that, which is disappointing to me.
Maybe this could eventually, but at this point, it is looking like it's after Twilight Princess.
Well, it has to be because she mentioned Twilight.
Yeah, but you don't know what games happen in between there. You know, they could release a game that happens after Twilight.
No,
Link's crossbow training. When does Link's crossbow training happen?
It's not canon, didn't they, in the book?
There's no story to it, so really.
It's just a side. He does it in the middle of Twilight Princess.
He's like, I'm going to go train on this.
Well, yeah.
And then throw the weapon away because I don't want to use it the rest of the time.
Well, maybe he got busted up.
It could have happened afterward.
Yeah, that's too.
I thought it was like a Zelda game, almost like an Uncharted game, where it's like you have these big open levels, if you will, that you can just explore.
You want a level Zelda game? No.
We have a level Zelda game.
No.
We have those. It's called Four Sword Adventures, Triforce Heroes. You know what I want? I want a 3D remake of Link's Awakening.
No.
What if the item stuff was like normal 3D Zelda games?
Well, what's the point?
A 3D
remake? Just do a regular remake, not a 3D one. That'd be dumb.
Or a remake. I want a remake, darn it.
They don't remake their 2D games. Have you noticed that? Mm-hmm. They sort of do, but not graphically. Yeah. Except for Mario All-Stars. That's the only time they've ever done it.
Hey, they're going to run out of 3D games eventually. Then they're going to have to hit...
Run out of 3D games? What do you mean?
To remake. You can't remake Breath of the Wild. At least not for another...
Yes, they could.
At least not for another,
Well, I know. And I'm hoping, whenever 10, 20 years, when Nintendo finally gets to 4K, then we're going to get what I really wanted.
Yeah, but you realize at that point, there's going to be already, like... Zelda game specifically made for that, and it's going to be this big, grand old
I don't know. How many times can they go back? I almost feel like they should just stop.
You know they won't.
Make one more, perfect this, and then end on a high note.
That's not going to happen.
Because you're not going to beat it.
That's not going to happen.
You're not going to make a better one.
People said that about Ocarina, and look what happened. Breath of the Wild.
No, they didn't say that about Ocarina. And then Majora's Mask came on. That was just as good as Ocarina.
Everybody was saying Ocarina is the best game ever until Breath of the Wild came out.
That's because of the time period. We'd never seen a game like that.
True. We've seen plenty of open world games, and everybody's saying how this kind of beats all those out of the water.
Yes, this perfected the open world. Rather late, surprisingly. Open world games have been around since Grand Theft Auto 3.
And isn't it kind of funny that the company that everyone was like, oh, they're dead, perfected the...
Toys.
The open world. The open world.
It's such
genre. It's like, really?
So late, though.
Yeah.
It's just amazing that it took that long.
Yeah.
For somebody to do that.
Honestly, I could see them going off of Breath of the Wild, fix the inventory. I will say
I don't mind
that.
the inventory.
Maybe I don't mind the breakable weapons, but maybe kind of prolong
that was the other
life of some of
thing.
them.
I really think that the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield, at least when you beat the game, have them be unbreakable that we can just enjoy the game. But make it harder to get the Master Sword.
The Master
in that
Sword's
case.
not breakable. It just loses its power for 10 minutes.
I know.
The Hylian Shield is breakable, but you can get a new one.
I'm saying just have those two things and not have to worry about weapons anymore after you beat it.
I know someone said that they were using the Hylian Shield. They did 2 Divine Beasts and the final boss, and it was nowhere near close to being.
It takes a long time, but
Yeah,
it does. They said you can just buy another one.
Yeah, they said you can.
I'm disappointed the Master Sword is like that.
I understand why they did
it,
but
it's still only a 60. It really should be higher. But that should be the bonus. Like when you begin, the Master Sword is restored to its true power or something like that, and you can use it willy nilly.
It doesn't start a new game plus. You start the game.
I know
Yeah.
I'm just saying that should be the reward for getting the Master Sword, but it should be harder to get. You should have all your hearts, all 30.
That is 30 in this game. Still,
that's the change.
Hyrule Warriors.
That's the change I would make. I would make the Master Sword a little harder to get.
There you go.
A little better.
Next Zelda game, 3 rows instead of 2.
Oh my gosh, no.
With 240 shrines instead of 120.
120 is good enough.
Go the Mario Galaxy 2 route and double it. Where you have to play through every shrine again except a harder version of it.
Yes, that was annoying. As Luigi who slips around like an idiot. I'm just curious. I wonder how long it'll be.
I'm going to say probably another 6-7 years before we get another brand
Switch,
new console.
Will it be with something else?
Probably their next
This is the last 2 times it's been on one console ported to the new one.
Which is, you say that. Wii U didn't have its own Zelda.
Well,
it didn't.
This was made for the Wii U first.
Yeah, but it still technically doesn't. Because it is on Switch and Wii U. So at this point in time, and really in general, Wii U does not have its own exclusive Zelda game.
Right.
Unless you count the HD remakes. But then again, it's a
remakes.
HD remakes. So, yeah, Wii U does not have its own exclusive Zelda. And at this point, neither does Switch. So...
Right.
Who knows? It depends where Nintendo's going to go. Like, is the Switch taking over both handheld and console? They've said no, but... Because they're still supporting the 3DS.
It's a console. It's not taking over the 3DS, but it's the console for now.
I didn't think they would kill the 3DS, which I'm surprised it's still lasting this long, and they don't have a successor. At least...
Well, this is, in a way.
Technically, I think...
It's portable.
I'm sure they're thinking of something for a successor for the 3DS.
They shouldn't. They don't need to.
Or at least an updated model or something.
They did, except the new 3DS.
They're going to do something else.
No, they're not.
To try and...
They're not going to do another one.
Maybe a 3DS.
They're not going to do anything. Because they got this now. They don't need to.
Where it's 3DS with better graphics.
That's this.
Yeah,
that's the Switch.
That's not 3DS. That's not dual screen 3D. I don't know what their plan is for that, but yeah. That was our Zelda rant.
I'm just curious.
Well, honestly, we won't know. Maybe, honestly, hopefully, E3 will be a normal E3 for them instead of just one game like last year. And we actually learn some stuff, like some new Switch games that are unannounced.
Well, they're going to have to.
Future plans. I want to know if
Reggie
Smash Switch is a thing, darn it.
Reggie claimed there was.
What?
In an interview, he said there's going to be a Smash.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean it's going to be... Is it going to be new? Is it going to be
a
port?
I don't know what he meant by that, but he said there will be a Smash.
Who knows if Sakurai is going to do it again? Because
he was exhausted on the last 2.
Oh, yeah.
And if he doesn't do it, uh-oh.
Well, he had help this time. It wasn't just him. He had Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco.
No Soul Calibur characters. How dare they?
Well, it's because...
How dare they?
Okay, in terms of video game history, Pac-Man or a Soul Calibur character, Pac-Man's going to get it in beforehand.
They can do more than Pac-Man. They don't need to do just one. We have a million Fire Emblem characters. You can't do a Soul Calibur character.
Nintendo. That's
you can't do one Soul Calibur character with Pac-Man.
I think they were just kind of leaning towards different things for...
Soul Calibur is different, and that's fighting.
Like, iconic video game characters.
Soul Calibur is iconic.
Third party.
Bayonetta isn't. Bayonetta has 2 games. Soul Calibur has like 5.
There's the difference. Bayonetta was the fan choice. Not...
I don't believe that. It's the fan choice. Okay, we can't use that guy. We can't use that guy. Can't use that guy.
That's because you know how many times people probably voted for stuff like SpongeBob or Shrek, and they're like, "There's no way we're getting these." I guarantee you,
it was because they couldn't use the top couple. I'd like to see that list.
I kind of wish they would.
They should have released it.
It would have been
Bayonetta.
Good.
There's no way Bayonetta was number 1. I love Bayonetta.
I kind of believe it. I kind of believe it. But...
I only thought because she had that exclusive game on there that she'd be a character at one point. But Soul Calibur is Bandai is Namco.
I want Sora.
He was probably on there.
Oh, I voted for him. But
Cloud made it somehow.
That was random. Him and Ryu
want
both
Soul Calibur. Maybe that's the new character. Keelik. Or Nightmare.
No, they're going to do the one person.
The one person.
We do have a Soul Calibur character. Link. Duh.
That's a guess.
They'll just give him a new, like, optional outfit that transforms his sword into the bug net, and you can beat people up. Fine, we'll get Darth Vader. He was a
Star Wars. Yoda was in it too.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah.
You don't got your questions?
I wasn't sure what was going on with this tonight, because I wasn't sure how much you had.
I don't have anything.
Because sometimes we have a lot and sometimes you don't.
Depends what I watch. I don't watch anything with Iron Fist. So that's done. Then I got It. Alright, then let me ask you whatever I get for my birthday and
here's
2 RoboCop movies are coming out. What?
Name a first and a third party character that you want in the next Smash. I know you kind of said Soul Calibur.
I talked about that. Didn't we talk about this before?
Probably.
King K. Rool.
Yeah.
Third party character?
Is it like that you want? Do you want a Soul Calibur character, or is there another third party character that you would like to see?
Oh, well. Kratos would be cool, but he's been in other games. He's been in Mortal Kombat. Yeah. And he was in Soul Calibur, the handheld, which I never played.
It's like, I don't know how they could... No, I guess they could do that.
God of War's too bloody and violent. No.
You say that
Simon Belmont.
I heard a lot of people voting for him.
They created a stage on that Nintendo, that Smash thing.
Project M.
With the picture. Yeah, Simon Belmont. That's too classic of a... I really think... Well, no, that's completely different. Off-topic thing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I guess for me, first party, I want Ice Climbers back. But if I had to choose a new character...
Ice Climbers, oh, for goodness sake, they're stupid.
Let's get another F-Zero character.
None of those characters are popular. There's a ton of F-Zero characters.
I know.
They are cool looking.
I'm saying we need to get
nobody knows these
more
people
references from F-Zero.
Well, because F-Zero there is. So they could.
I'd say like bring Wolf back, but
yeah, F-Zero's not popular.
Okay, how about a different Zelda like Impa?
I don't need any more Zelda characters, really. Impa would be one.
Like the Hyrule Warriors Impa.
Which Impa?
The Hyrule Warriors one, where she has all those moves and stuff. They could easily pull
I know they could put Impa in there because Sheik's in it, but she's just like Sheik.
What?
It's just like Sheik then, kind of.
No, they would play
off of
different.
The same sort of thing. I think it should go a little bit different next Smash Brothers, and just make it multi-character video game, not just Nintendo, but make most of the roster. That'd be hard to do. That's a lot of licensing.
That would be.
That's what I would love to see.
And you will get a lot of people mad because then there are going to be Nintendo characters.
Throw in all the fighting. Well, yeah, they're not going to care if you got freaking Mortal Kombat in there.
There are going to be people that care because it'll be like they're going to
like if they axe
like Princess Peach, then people are gonna be all like, "Rawr,
Well, they're
why?"
missing the point. I'm saying non-Nintendo Smash.
We got that kind of with Wii U because
No.
you got Pac-Man,
need to
Mega
go
Man,
further with
Sonic,
it.
Ryu,
Exactly.
Cloud, Bayonetta.
Exactly. Let's get a whole game with even
And
more.
was there another one?
Even more classic characters.
Was there one more? Third party? Or was it just 6?
I don't know.
Pac-Man, Mega Man, Sonic, Cloud,
Bayonetta.
Ryu, Bayonetta. That's 6. I think it's just 6.
Yeah, there was way more than Metal Gear.
Well, he didn't come back.
Exactly. Exactly.
I didn't see him coming back anyway, but and he probably won't come back now.
There's a lot they could do. There's a lot of video game characters in the world. It'd be so hard. They couldn't do Kratos because he's owned by Sony. So I mean, obviously there's limitations.
If you're going with a Sony character, you got like probably 4.
You got a lot.
You got.
Yeah. Well, they did their own.
Sony
did their own.
I could see the top 5
So obviously
characters
it's not
from
going to be
Sony
perfect.
being either like Crash Bandicoot,
Nathan Drake,
Kratos, Ratchet or Clank, like Ratchet and Clank.
Well, The Last of Us, I don't know if those characters would be appropriate for a fighting game.
If you're going with a realistic character, I could see Nathan Drake, which I wouldn't mind that. I think that was he in that.
I think he was in that fighting game. He had to have been. That was all Sony. He had to have been in that game.
I heard really bad things about that, but
I didn't hear much about it.
I'm curious if he was in that. Do you want a story mode back?
Yes.
Okay.
I like that story mode.
Now, would you like to see it done like that, or do you want it to see it done differently? Like
I would like to have seen more worlds based on video games.
Yeah.
Like they did on that other
the Melee, the adventure mode in Melee. Yeah.
But have each video game represented with a couple levels. From
I would like a little more bosses based on
that
characters.
They had a few.
A few, yeah, but like
yeah.
I would like to see like better. You don't care, but I would like to see maybe a Eggman boss fight or a Dr. Wily boss fight or
they could team up
something.
all the.
Oh yeah.
See, if you did a video game one, you could have Dr. Wily in there, and I'm thinking of the. Well, I guess they could do Nintendo versus.
Yeah, I guess they could.
That would be one way to do it.
What was that game called?
I don't know. Sony All-Star or something? Is it All-Star?
All-Star Battle or something?
Battle Royale.
Sony All-Stars roster.
I still want them to do Nintendo Kart.
PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Oh, I was right.
Yeah, good job. They had a Big Daddy.
Oh, really?
Cole McGrath.
Who's that?
I don't know. Evil Cole McGrath. Colonel Raddick. Dante. Fat Princess.
Oh, Dante was in it?
Mm-hmm. I don't know how to say that name. Haicha Mishima. Okay. Jack and Daxter. Kratos. Noriko. Nathan Drake. So he wasn't it. Parappa the Rappa.
Mm-hmm.
Raiden. Ratchet and Clank.
Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
Looks like it. Sackboy. Sir Daniel whatever. Sly Cooper, Spike, Sweet Tooth, and something else. DLC characters was Emmett Graves, Isaac Clarke, Cat, and Zeus.
Zeus from God of War.
Assuming so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Nathan Drake was in that.
I haven't heard anything on the new Marvel vs. Capcom. I've heard nothing. I guess they're waiting until E3 to say more about it. So I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that. I'm really worried that they're only going to pick movie characters. They better not, man.
Well, we'll wait and see. That's probably an E3 thing.
Yeah.
I do have the new... was it Informer?
Yeah, I already saw it.
Okay. It's got
the review.
Uncharted on it. And review, yeah. Which they also gave it a 10, so...
Yeah, I know.
Just add to the... to the list, man. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. So we want to thank you all for listening. And tune in next week for episode 25.
25th.
Anniversary.
It's something special. I have to do it Friday. I can't do it Saturday.
Okay. Alright then. Tune in next week. We will see you all then. Well, we won't see you. We're not creeping. Never mind. Alright. Good night, everybody.
Did I talk about the DLC character in Street Fighter?
What?
Did I talk about that girl? The Russian chick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Colin?
I'm pretty sure you did.
I remember her name now.
Right. Okay.
Did I talk about the beach level I downloaded? That's really cool looking. The water comes up.
I don't know.
It's cool. It's a cool beach level we fight on. The water, you fight.
Did you get the holiday one?
No, I don't even think that's available anymore.
It's probably not. You missed.
I didn't
the
care
holiday
about the
one.
holiday one. It was stupid.
It's Christmas.
I wanted that beach level.
Christmas.
It's not Christmas anymore.
So?
I didn't feel like spending money on it. I didn't buy the holiday costumes either.
I don't care about costumes.
Their costumes are cool. They have cool alternate costumes. They have a ton too. They do some cool stuff.
Expensive.
Unless you wait for the ultimate. They like when Ultra Street Fighter 4 came out. It had all the
Didn't they
costumes.
say it wasn't gonna do that?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of disappointing because then I can get all the costumes.
Yeah.
Boo. Because that's a lot. It's a lot of freaking costumes. Well, I obviously fight money, but I don't fight online. So I don't get the fight money unless a new character comes out.
Right.
Because you can't keep doing the same thing over again. It doesn't let you. You do that one time, you get the money, and then you can't spam it, which stinks. That's why I don't play the game much. And I really wish they released an arcade mode, stupid idiots.
Yeah, that's
This Street Fighter. Oh my gosh.
I've heard multiple complaints, rants.
There's
about
still
this
no
game.
arcade mode.
I know.
It's because they have to make endings for characters and they don't. It's not set up like
They're lazy.
that. No, because it's formatted differently.
It's still lazy.
I mean, I guess you could have a
They could do it.
have no ending.
They could do it.
What do you have to?
They could do it. All right. Now, thank you all for listening. Tune in next week, episode 25. Something special.
Oh, yeah, Rock Band VR came out.
Ew. And isn't that okay?
Now I'm remembering things that are at the very end.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Turtles
Sayonara.
in Time.
Goodbye, Wii U. Yeah, it's right down there. Bye, Wii U.
Wii U.
Yeah.
You never gonna play it again?
Well, we use it for Netflix.
Why don't you use your PS4 for Netflix?
Because we're using Netflix upstairs.
Oh.
I'm not dragging my PS4 all the way upstairs.
You could watch it down here.
But I use it upstairs with Sebi. And we watch, like, Phineas and Ferb and stuff. Sayonara!